Good morning, everyone. Let us start this session. So this is lecture number 13. In the previous session, we have seen the resultant for parallel force system. So we have solved two problems on the resultant of parallel force system. So whenever we calculate the resultant for parallel force system, we use the equation R is equal to summation Fy if all the forces are vertical, and R is equal to summation Fx. Okay. And to locate the resultant with respect to any one point of the system, we use the Varignan's theorem. So Varignan's theorem, it will give the position of the resultant with respect to a given point in the system. So its equation is summation of moment by all the forces about any point. This is equal to moment by the resultant force about the same point of the system. Okay. So using this equation, we can find out the perpendicular distance d of the resultant. So this is the next problem. So I think this is third problem on the parallel force system. Okay. So here, one beam AB. So beam means it is a structural member. It is similar to the rod. Okay. So it is subjected to four forces. Like this. Okay. So this is 10 Newton, 4 Newton, and the distance between the point A and C. So this is 1 meter, this is 1 meter, this is 2 meter, and this is 2 meter. Okay. Now this is one parallel force system where the beam AB is subjected to four forces. Now what is the question? Replace the given system by, first it's a single force, and find its location with respect to point A. Okay. So what is meaning of this single force? Single force means the question is we have to find out the magnitude of the resultant. Okay. So resultant is nothing but the single force. So we'll try to find out this resultant. So as this is a parallel force system and all the forces are vertical, so resultant is equal to summation Fy only. So this is equal to 10 Newton in the downward direction. So it is minus 10, then minus 4, plus 2, and minus 4. Okay. So this will be minus 8. Sorry. Minus 16. So this is minus 16 Newton. Okay. So resultant R, it is minus 16 Newton. It means that 16 Newton force, it acts in the downward direction. Okay. So this is the resultant magnitude. And this arrow, it will give the direction of that resultant on the given system. Now next is find its location with respect to point A. So with respect to this point, we have to find out the position of the resultant. Okay. And for that, we have to use the Varignan's theorem. Okay. So for the Varignan's theorem, we will select this point as a. So by using the Varignan's theorem, so its equation for the Varignan's theorem is summation of moment by all the forces about A is equal to moment by resultant about the same point A. Okay. Now here we can draw the resultant system where we can show this single force. Okay. The original system, this is called as a system of forces. So we can draw the resultant system. So it is the same rod AB. We don't know exact location. So we can assume anywhere the resultant R, only direction is downward. Okay, so we know this direction. So this is 16 Newton. So when we show the direction in the downward direction, don't write here minus 16. Okay, 16 Newton in the downward direction. Okay, so we will assume the distance from A, which is called as a perpendicular distance. Okay, so what is meaning of perpendicular distance? That distance line is perpendicular to the line of action of this resultant force. Okay, so now for left hand side, we have to refer this diagram. Okay, so start from 10 Newton. So force is 10 Newton. So actually we are taking the moment. Okay, so force into perpendicular distance. So here perpendicular distance is AC and it is 1 meter. Okay, now for the moment, do not consider the sign of the force. Okay, so as it is in the downward direction, so don't write here minus 10 into 1. We will decide the direction of moment based on the sense of rotation. So for that, you just imagine the point A is fixed and you are applying 10 Newton force at point C. Okay, so because of this 10 Newton, the complete rod AB, it will rotate in this direction, or it will have the tendency to rotate in the clockwise direction. So clockwise moment is negative and the anti-clockwise moment, it is positive. So here 10 into 1, this is negative moment. Then next is 4 Newton. Then perpendicular distance is 1 plus 1, which is 2 meter. So 4 into 2. And again this rotation, it will be clockwise. So it is minus. Next is 2 Newton into total distance is 4 meter. And this moment, because of 2 Newton, it is anti-clockwise. Okay, so just imagine point A is fixed and you are applying force 2 Newton in this direction. So it will try to rotate the complete rod AB in the anti-clockwise direction. So it is positive. And last is 4 Newton and total distance is 6 meter. And again, moment is clockwise, so it is negative. And this is equal to moment by resultant about the same point A. So here resultant is 16. And this moment about point A, it will be clockwise, because resultant will try to rotate AB in the clockwise direction about the point A. So this is minus. So minus 16 into D. Okay. So here unknown value is D. So solve this equation in your calculator and get the value of D. So your answer is 2.125. Let's check this answer. It's 2.125 meter. And it is positive answer. Okay, so now we have got the distance d is equal to 2.125. So this distance is 2.125 meter with respect to point A. Okay, so this is the answer for the first question. Question was replace the given system by a single force and find its location with respect to A. Okay, so we can replace all these forces and we can just show a single force 16 Newton at distance 2.125. Okay, so both these systems, they will be equivalent system. Okay, what is the second question? Replace the given system by a force couple system at point B. Okay, that means we have to shift this force at point B. So right now the force, that is a single force, it is at distance 2.125. Okay, but we want to replace this system by a single force at point B. So let us see how to shift that force. So this was the original system of force. After that, we converted this system into resultant system. So for this resultant system, the resultant, its magnitude, so this is the R, which is equal to 16 Newton in the downward direction, and its distance, it is 2.125 meter. With respect to point A. Okay. Now this total distance from A to B, this is 6 meters. Okay. Now the second question is, we should replace the original system by a force couple system at point B. Okay. So in this system, there will be only one force, that will be a resultant force, and there will be one additional couple at point B. So for that, we'll just shift this force on right side at point B. Okay. But when we shift the force at point B, it will change the effect of this system. Okay. So in order to compensate that effect, we will show additional couple. Okay. So redraw sphere AB. Now this 16 Newton, which is at distance 2.125, shift this force directly at point B. So this is 16 Newton. Okay. Now if you observe this system and this system, the resultant is same. It is a 16 Newton only. Okay. But the rotational effect is different. Okay, so we have to show the total effect by adding one couple in the system at point B. Okay, so how to find out the couple value? So that moment by the resultant force about the point B, this is equal to, now just find out this distance. Okay, because we will take the moment by the 16 Newton about the point B. So total is 6, so 6 minus 1.25. So it is 4.75. So moment will be, force is 16 Newton into 4.75. Okay, and this moment, its direction, it is anti-clockwise about the point B, because it will try to rotate the system in this direction. Okay, so this will be, it is 76 Newton meter. And here you can give the direction as anti-clockwise. Okay, now we have to show this moment at this point B. So that will be resultant force couple system. And this is 76 Newton meter. So this is the answer for the second question, which is called as a force and couple system. Okay, so now this system and the original system. Okay, all these systems are same. And the third question is, replace the system by a force couple system at point C. Okay, so we have to shift the force at point C. So replace the system by a force couple system at point C. So for that, again, draw this figure. So here we have the point C. Just refer the resultant system. Okay, so in the resultant system, this is 16 Newton, and we know this distance, which is 2.125. Okay, now we have to shift this force at the point C. Okay, so draw this vector exactly at point C. So this is R is equal to 16 Newton. Okay, now when we shift the force at point C, then we are changing the effect. Okay, and therefore we have to add one couple in the system. So this value we can find out by this equation, moment and that resultant force about the point C. Okay, take the moment where we are shifting the force. So we are shifting the force at point C. So this is equal to, resultant is 16 Newton into, now measure this distance from point C up to the resultant. Okay, so this total is 2.125 and distance A to C, so this is 1 meter. Okay, so remaining distance will be 1.125. This is 1.125. So 16 into 1.125. And this moment, it will be clockwise. So this is the sense of rotation. Okay. So therefore, sign here will be minus 16 into 1.125. So this answer is so this is 18 minus 18 Newton meter. Okay. So how to show this minus 18 Newton meter at point C? So minus 18 means this is 18 Newton meter and its direction, it is clockwise. Okay. So that moment we can show in the clockwise direction at point C. So this is the additional moment, which is equal to 18 Newton meter. So when you show the clockwise direction, don't write here minus 18 Newton meter. Okay. So this direction means moment is negative in the calculation. Okay. So this is the answer for the third question. So this is how you can replace the given system of forces by a single force and a single force and couple system. Okay, so write down this next problem. So here one parallel force system is given, which consists three forces, 100 Newton, 30 Newton, and 50 Newton, as shown in figure. And we have to replace the system by two parallel forces, one at point M and second force at point N. So in the previous problem, we have replaced the system, that is the original system, by a single force. Okay. So that single force was resultant. So here we have to replace the system by two forces, two parallel forces at point M and N. So for that, we'll draw this original system, that is a rod AB. Okay, 2 points are given, M and N, at half distance of AB and BC. So this is the point M and this is point N. So these two forces, they will act at point M and N. So right now we don't know the exact direction of these two forces, whether they are upward or downward. So we will assume both the forces, they are acting in the downward direction, one at point M and second at point N. Okay. So consider this force, which is an unknown force P, and this is the force Q. Okay. So we have to find out the magnitude of P and Q so that the new system will be similar to the original system. There should not be any change in the effect. Okay. So resultant has to be same for this system, and even moment at any point, it must be same. So for this system, that is for new system, if you write the equation for resultant, okay. So what is the resultant? There are only two forces, P and Q, and both are acting in downward direction. So minus P. So equation will be R is equal to summation F1. Okay, so this is the general formula. So summation F5 means minus P and this minus Q. Okay. For this system, that is for original system, what is the resultant? R is equal to summation Fy, and that is equal to, first is 100 Newton, so it is minus 100 in the downward direction, then plus 30 plus 50. Okay, So the value of resultant is equal to minus 20 Newton. Okay. So consider this equation or this value as 1. So we have got the resultant for the original system, that is R is equal to minus 20 Newton. So we will get one equation if you compare this resultant with this value. Okay. So for both the system, resultant will be same. So R, this is equal to minus P minus Q, and that is equal to minus 20 Newton. Okay. So we can cancel out the minus. So P plus Q, this is equal to 20. This is one equation. Okay. Second equation we will get from the moment. Okay. So we can select any point in this original system and you can take the moment about that point. So by referring the original system, so select the point A as a moment point, okay, and take the moment by all the forces in the system about the point A. So moment by all the forces about the point A, this is equal to, so first is 100 Newton, okay. 100 Newton is exactly passing through the point A. So there is no perpendicular distance. So that moment will be 0, because for the moment, we need force and perpendicular distance. So for 100 Newton, distance is 0. Then second is 30 into its distance with respect to point A, it is 1 meter. And this moment, it is anti-clockwise about the point A. So it is positive. Next is 50 Newton. And distance is 1 plus 1. So this is 2 meter. Again, moment is anti-clockwise. So it is positive. Okay. So this total value, this is 130 Newton meter. Okay. So this is moment by all the forces about the point A when we refer the original system. Okay. Now refer the new system, which consists two parallel forces P and Q. So by referring the second system, so again, we should take the moment about the point A, okay, because moment effect should not change in the original system and new system. So if you take same equation, moment by all the forces in the new system about the point A. So this equation will be force is P at point M into distance of this force from point A. So this is equal to 0.5. Okay. Now this moment by force P about A, it is clockwise. So it is negative. Second force is Q. Into its distance with respect to point A. So this is equal to, so this is 0.5 and 1. So it is 1.5 meter. And again, this moment by Q about the A, it is clockwise. So it is minus. Okay. So you will get the equation minus 0.5 P minus 1.5 Q. Okay. So this is moment by forces about point A. Now these two moments, they must be same for original system and for the new system. Okay. So compare these two equations. So you will get the equation minus 0.5 P minus 1.5 q. This is equal to 130. So this is the second equation or equation B. Okay, so now in the problem, there are two unknowns. One is force P and second is the force Q. Okay, and we have two equations. One is P plus Q is equal to 20 and second is minus 0.5 P minus 1.5 Q is equal to 130. So solve this simultaneously. So I will write the equation P plus Q. This is equal to 20. Okay, so you can solve this in equation mode in your calculator.